Hello, beloved. Welcome to Astrology Night, your cosmic delve into the planets and how we can use them to transform and liberate ourselves and manifest our desires. Well, let me tell you this podcast is about September 2024, and what a earth-shattering, life-transforming month it is. I'm just going to cut to the chase. Let's talk first about Pluto going back into Capricorn. Pluto went into Capricorn in 2008. When it went in, it created the biggest financial crisis the world had known since the 1920s. It was brutal. And we have seen great big shifts in structure and power, a whole different view of humanity from 2008 to now. And it has been very, very dividing. And it has been very kind of patriarchal and oppressive. And it's been a big old long slog to get here. Many astrologers predicted that hierarchies would fall, which we saw happening in the pandemic. And it's been a wild ride. We have had the slight relief of Pluto in Aquarius, where we've seen an uprising of technology and massive technological shifts. And that is the next phase we're all going through. Also, there'll be revolutions of some kind. Last time Pluto was in Aquarius, massive revolutions happened all over the world. But let's talk about the fact that in September, we have got the biggest peak experience of Pluto in Capricorn. It is a farewell. It is a change. It is going to be, right, are we all learning our lessons? Have we learned that lesson? And think about your financials, think about your status, think about your view of the world since 2008 and how has that changed. And expect patterns to repeat in a peak way, but after that total liberation, it's going to be full on, it's going to be intense. Capricorns are going to feel so much relief. In fact, I suggest you have a great big party at the end of the year when Capricorn leaves, because you have been through the mill. You've probably had to reinvent yourself several times. Many structures have fallen in your life, and now it's onwards to liberation. And I also highly recommend that you go and look at where Capricorn is in your chart and go and see what's going on for you. You can get a free chart wheel with an explanation on my website. So micheleknight.com or horoscope.co.uk. Anyway, this is not going to be a small thing for ourselves or for the world, but ultimately, if we've done the work, if we've learned the lessons, I mean, for some people, myself in particular, my life actually became more stable and I reached greater success specifically from 2008. So it's not necessarily doom and gloom, but whatever happens for you, whether it's good, bad or indifferent, you know, ride that wave to the end and trust yourself to come out of this process a free and liberated person. So even if you succeeded with Pluto in Capricorn, at the end of this, you're going to come out of it more free in yourself, because Pluto in Aquarius is about freedom of spirit. It's about honoring your unique soul. And it's about, well, actually, probably the tough lesson of Pluto in Aquarius is going to be, you have to be yourself. You have to be individual, and you have to like really go to new horizons, join forces in different ways and understand how community affects you. Anyway, let's start at the beginning of this month, where Uranus, the eccentric, the electrifying, and the incredibly sparkly Uranus, quite shocking at times as well, is coming along to go backwards. So we've gone through, and also, what I find fascinating is it's in Taurus, which is also about money and security. So we've got, you know, we've got the Capricorn energy, which is about money and security. And then we've got Uranus going backwards with kind of shocks. So there may be something from the past reoccurring around money and security that really you've got to pay attention to. But it's not likely to be an external thing. It's likely to be that we have revelations within ourselves about ways that maybe we could have done things differently when it came to our finances and our security. And we have this process of revelation going on inside us. So I think that's pretty positive. I think we could do a lot with that energy. We may even have a genius idea on how to transform our finances and how to transform our security. And it's like, boom, a bolt out of the blue. So I'm looking forward to that. It's not too bad. On the second or third, depending on where you are, we have a new moon in Virgo that's saying to us, okay, let's look at our habits, our patterns, our structures, our day-to-day routine, and how we take care of ourselves, our health and well-being. And if we really, really focus, because new moons are about surrendering, releasing, letting go, if we take the time to surrender and let go of a tiny, weeny, small pattern, a tiny change can make a massive impact. So is there something that you can shift connected to your health and well-being? Is there a daily routine that you can transform? Getting up an hour earlier, getting up an hour later for some people. Finding a way to create more space in your life through tiny changes. Then the new moon in Virgo can deliver. Also, because we can manifest on a new moon, we can manifest that we're going to transform our health and our well-being, and we're going to get ourselves together in a whole new way. And it's very, very positive for that. Now, on the 4th, Mars, the planet of action, the planet of passion, the planet of fire, is going into Cancer. Not that comfortable there because it's, you know, Cancer's all very, let me go sideways, whereas Mars is like, boom, boom, let's go ahead. And it's bringing into very sharp focus our relationship to our home and family. Now, if there are any unresolved things connected to your home and family, you might find yourself more feisty, more able to say your piece, potentially more angry if you're not careful. If we don't channel that Mars in Cancer, I won't say the word correctly, but, you know, if we don't channel it in a healthy way, we may end up being very manipulative to get what we want. And I don't recommend that, because Mars is all about directness, yeah? So it's going to lead us off course if we start being manipulative. But it is super fabulous for doing physical work around our home and family, like being able to redecorate, rebuild, and transform our home structures to make them feel more secure. We all become also very protective of home and family, and very strong when it comes to that. But if you want to build, you want to transform, you want to change your home environment, this is the Mars to do it. On the 17th is a very, very big day to write in your calendar. Mind you, do check in your country what day it is. But we have, it's the start of eclipse season, hello, and we have the full moon in Pisces. Nice little connection to Uranus, actually, so expect some surprises. And it's a partial lunar eclipse. So Pisces is very psychic. When there's a full moon in Pisces, we sense things. We're very emotional. We feel things. We have empathy. But it's also a peak of magic. Now, let me just say, it's not a good time to manifest when there's an eclipse, because you can manifest things you're not expecting and potentially don't want. So, you know, many of us feel that manifesting on an eclipse is a definite no-no. It's a time to go within. It's a time to do the work. It's a great time to meditate. Eclipses are big revealers of things. Something will come up that is perhaps hidden, connected to a person, even connected to ourselves, you know. One of the most incredible things I've learned in my lifetime is that we can hide things from ourselves and not even know. And then one day we can have a revelation about our behavior, our emotions, our relationships, and it comes out of the blue. And it's like, wow, you know, how could I have not realized that in my own life? And this is what this extremely powerful full moon in Pisces is going to do. Not straight away, because eclipses aren't revealed like that, but really pay attention to your spidery senses. For instance, if anybody's been in a relationship and someone's been unfaithful, or they're not telling the whole truth, because Pisces is one of the most romantic signs, there could be a revelation. Lies are revealed, secrets are revealed, and again, not straight away, but the signs, they will be there. And it's really important that you pay attention to your intuition. If you meet someone super charming, then, you know, make sure they're for real. And pay attention to your gut, not your heart or your loins. No, pay attention to that feeling. And, you know, we all have it. We are all super psychic, and it's been trained out of us. You know, our gut never is never wrong. I truly believe that. And this particular full moon is going to bring countless revelations. And also, I truly believe after the eclipse and after we move forward, there's going to be this moment where we truly come into the next level of our psychic ability, our intuition, and our magic. So save that up for when you want to manifest. Don't do it on that eclipse. Next, on the 22nd-ish, depending on where you are, the sun enters Libra. Phew. Nice peaceful time. We're all trying to get harmony and balance. We all want justice for ourselves and others, but we're able to handle it in a calm way, and we're able to deal with that. Mars in Cancer as well, in a way that, you know, let's transform things, even things that are really difficult to deal with nurturing, with love, with compassion, and with fairness. Wouldn't that be a fabulous world? And that world starts with us. Also, at the same time, it's going to get intense as we have Venus, the planet of love and abundance, in Scorpio. Now, actually, this is quite good when it comes to money and abundance, because there's a sort of secret charismatic superpower available to us in varying degrees, depending on where your Venus is. And it allows us also to just have this inner power, inner knowing, and being able, again, to sense if people are being honest or dishonest. And it can make us super charming. Be careful how you use that charm, and be careful what you wish for with Venus in Scorpio. And obviously, most importantly, be careful what you're tempted by. There is a lot of temptation, secret affairs, hidden flirtations, you know, even kind of seduction to get what you want. Again, play to its higher vibration rather than that, but it will be, you know, quite tempting. Venus in Scorpio also has the ability to draw very powerful people to us. You might stumble across people that are very powerful or very alluring in some way. Make sure that they are cool people and that they have got the right vibration for you. Because if one thing the cosmos is telling us now and going forward is that who we mix with, who we give our energy to, who we hang out with, scientifically and spiritually, they are contagious. They impact not just our present, but our future. So again, when you are tuning into this intensity and desire, make sure you're pointing it in the right direction. Easier said than done, I know. Finally, we have Mercury going into Libra. And this is great because it brings about this, again, a sense of balance. Although, you know, with Mars being in Cancer and with Mercury and the Sun in Libra, we might find it very difficult to say what we really think. It's very tempting just to keep the peace. Well, not for me, because I'm an Aries and Mars in Aries, but for many of us, there is that sense of, well, I'll just do anything for a quiet life. So watch that. Again, use that energy for good, to bring balance, to meditate, to journal, to speak your mind and listen and do everything in a fair way. But don't give your power away by people pleasing, because there is a slight people pleasy vibe to the end of the month. Anyway, this month is fascinating, life transforming. With the eclipse, with that Pluto in Capricorn, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves, and we're coming to the end of one of the most extraordinary journeys of our life, no matter how old you are, because it's been going on since 2008. And then there's going to be such a shift of vibration at the end of the year. Make the most of learning this journey and taking the gifts and the treasure out of it. Even if you had a hard time since 2008, go, right, okay, well, good news, I'm not going to have to repeat that. What gifts did I get from this? And there will be some. And if you see a lot of kind of big power shifts in the world and drama, and there could be, you know, because it's 29, because it's at that final degree, we're going to be seeing people in positions of power, naming no names, but there are, you know, quite a few who will not want to give that power up under any circumstances. And there may be people going to extreme lengths to keep power and control. But ultimately, it's not going to happen because Pluto's going into Aquarius, and we're all coming together. All of that kind of splitness that we've been experienced with extremes, we're all learning to come together and listen to each other, hopefully. Yes, I am very optimistic because I'm an Aries, but I truly believe that. Anyway, I wish you love and I wish you abundance. Oh, let's just do a quick tarot reading to see if we've got any other insight coming. I'm using my deck, the Knight-Waite Tarot. Thank you so much for the love and support of this deck. It does have my heart and soul in it, and also the book. So if you like my style of reading, it's a very instant way to read and have wisdom right there on the page. Okay, let's have a little look. September 24. What have you got to tell us about that? Okay, the first card, the Page of Wands. There is a shift in energy. A page is like a rebirth of energy, and wands is fire. So you may feel, actually, because there's, with Mars being in Cancer, there isn't much fire around. You may feel as if you're the page. Let's say usually you're like got loads of energy and loads of fire. Keep that spark alive, that little beautiful, innocent, passionate spark of fire that is the page. It's within you. Even if you feel, gosh, what's happened to all that rah, 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 rah energy? Remember that just like the Vestal Virgins, we have to keep the flame going all along. And there will be new ideas and new little embers of passion rising this month. And it's important for you not to feel that just because there's so much of this energy, which is, you know, slightly flatter and less forward going, that you've lost your mojo. No, you haven't. It's there, sparking with new ideas and new passions to come. Next, I think we had this last month, actually, I'm not sure, but it's a fabulous card and perfect for this month. It's the Strength card. Strength card says that there is great strength within you. You are being protected by the universe. You can get through this time. You can triumph in this time. But most importantly, to remember that strength is not brute force. Strength is gentle and loving. We often see the lion on the Strength card, and it goes back to that parable of the thorn being taken out of the lion's paw. You know, with great gentleness we can overcome ferocious energy, but ultimately it means you are strong, and it's a major arcana. The strength is within you to get through this month. Nobody likes to get this card, I'll be honest with you. The Seven of Swords. But you know, what did I say in this reading? Liars, thieves and vagabonds will be exposed. Mind you, I love vagabonds, so let's count them out. Let's just say liars and thieves may be exposed this month. Be prepared for you to see the truth in a situation where somebody is not giving you energy, they're taking your energy, or they're not being honest with you. Now, we've had that heads up astrologically. Now we've had that heads up. You know, while we don't like getting that card, the truth is, once we see somebody for who they are, it liberates us and frees us. The Emperor. I was speaking about this the other day. The Emperor is a very powerful card. Now, it's horrible when we have an Emperor in our life, be it an external force. This is very Capricorn vibes. Be it an external force that is trying to control us or make us do something, or, you know, the patriarchy, for instance. Or whether it's a person we're involved in that's trying to control us, or perhaps it's us trying to control other people. And the antidote and the message of this card is all about boundaries. How are your boundaries at the moment? Are your boundaries strong? This card is saying, during this time, keep your boundaries firm, particularly with that Seven of Swords. You know, do you sort of let someone in no matter what they do to you? Become Emperor on that ass and go, that is enough. I am drawing my boundary. The Three of Pentacles. We are all digging new foundations to build a brand new world. And even though we might not see it this month because of all the energy that's repeating itself, we are laying foundations in a new way. We are earthing ourselves in a new way, and make sure those foundations are strong. But this card indicates that they will be. And finally, the Hermit. If you feel yourself going within or needing to take time out because there's quite a lot of chaotic energy out there, or perhaps you're so busy that you're not taking time out for yourself, make sure you do, because within you, if you look at the light and the lamp of the Hermit, you have all the wisdom that you need to come through this time. And actually, we are all creatures that are autonomous. We are all creatures that live and die alone. we create our destiny alone, and often we forget that because we're always tied up with something, whether it's the internet, whether it's groups of people, whether it's our responsibilities to people. One of the most powerful things we can do is accept, revel in, enjoy, and go within to find out our truth. And that is your final message for the month. I am sending you so much love and power. May this month treat you kindly and bring you many gifts and deepest love. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.